Guess who? Guess who? Guess who's back? Man in a bright white sports car. I didn't even say it. It didn't come out right. A man in a bright white sports car, looking for all the girls. Who do they think they are? Boys in a bright white sports car, waving at all the girls. Where did they get that car? And who do they think they are? So here we are. I am. You know who I am. I need no introduction. No, here we are. I am Philip Holmes. I am from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Oh, wait, man, that's just too much, man. Oh, man, it's just horrendously stupid. 2 weeks, yeah, 2 weeks. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's been 3 or 4 weeks, a month now, since my auntie's been in the hospital. And she broke her leg. And I think it's just weighing so heavy on the family, so heavy on her daughter and my mom. And I was with my auntie when she was recognized as a native elder at Peace Village in Olka. We were in support of Olka, Quebec, Canada, and it was put on by the Manitoba Chiefs and gathering at the legislative buildings in 1991. I was 20, and now I'm 48. So it's almost 30 years ago. And I think it was me and my brother, well, he knows who he is, Dwayne, that was asked to stand outside the teepee where they got together, all the elders at the camp, and my auntie was there, and it was in her honor. It was a pipe ceremony, and they asked, they said, "You're an elder," when the pipe ceremony was going on, and that's how my auntie became an Indigenous Native elder, and soon later on after that, a pipe carrier, and a well-respected Native elder right across Canada. And it was my honor to stand outside the teepee to see that the pipe ceremony went off without a hitch, and that's what I did. And I remember that so clearly, like it happened last week. And she was at my birthday one time. My uncle and her took me out to lunch, a birthday lunch, and I don't know. She's the one who gave me the advice. Take 5 years off from your relationships. And it's been 11 years single, and I've been not with anybody. And it's been quite a journey. I'm not going to stand here and lie. That's not what I do anymore. And it is so an incredible honor to watch my auntie grow as an elder. And I love her very much. She is at the Grace Hospital and fighting for her life. And I could say, you know, she's my adopted auntie, and my mom adopted me, but it's family, you know, and being adopted has nothing to do with it at all. Absolutely nothing. It has to do with family. It has to do with caring about your loved ones. And I mean, that's why we're here, right? We're here because family is a word. Family means love, and family means bond, right? So my last video I was way out of control. My last video I was upset, and it's been just a roller coaster of emotions. People flock to me like a magnet, or people just pretend I don't even exist. That has been my existence. I know how to put on the charm. I know how to dazzle an audience, how to speak to an audience. I know a beginning, middle, and end. And I'm not afraid of who I am. I used to be god-awful afraid of who I was. And I couldn't look at myself in the mirror, let alone talk to you guys for 7 minutes. Yet here I am. And there are going to be people out there that hate me. There are going to be people out there that love me. And I tend to float to the ones that love me. You know, that's who I am. That's who I am as an individual. I had a very big trust issue when it came to men. I don't trust men. And I know how men operate because I'm a man. Whether that's good or bad, who knows? Only time will tell, right? Those of you who know who I am, those of you who know what I'm talking about, I need not to go into any verbal dispute or any more on the topic. I tend to float to women. I tend to float to women because women have that sense of caring, that sense of tenderness, that sense of touch, that sense of love and devotion. And that's what I tend to float to. Men, we're brain dead donkeys. And I've said that many, many times for many, many years. Men are brain dead donkeys. We have to be taught. We have to be trained. And we shouldn't have to be because we have this up here, but we tend not to use it. We make stupid and we make decisions in a vacuum. Decisions that affect us and affect other people's lives. And it changes people's lives forever. And one of the biggest reasons why I stand beside that, why I say the men are brain dead donkeys, because we are. Because I made a decision when I had my children not to be there. Not to be there as a father, and I'm paying for it by being alone. I'm paying for it by them resenting me, by them hating me, and what do they call it? A deadbeat father. And I have my reasons. And my reasons, one of the top 5 is being selfish. And another reason, the biggest reason, is protecting my children from me. Protecting my children that they would never ever have to go through the uncanny hell that I went through. For 15 years. Torture and hell I went through as a child from the age of 4 years of age. I did not want my children to go through that. I did not want my children to witness that. I did not want my children to look at me in the eyes and see right through me and see the truth on what really happened to me. I am no longer afraid. I am no longer afraid of the demon that's in my closet. That is why I'm here. That is why I am still alive to this day. And someday, I don't know how, but I'm going to explain it to my other children that don't know. My other children know the horror and torture and sodomization that I went through for 15 years. I just don't want to talk about it right now, but I'm not going to get into that and go that dark and that deep. Not right now. But I will someday, and I hope my daughters will be understanding. My daughter opts out this July. My daughter is going to be 18 on July 9th. That is what is on my neck. That is my daughter's initials and birthday. And she's been in care since 2003. And there's not a day that goes by that I don't miss and love my children that are in care. Every day is without them, every day not being there with them, not being able to tell them that I'm sorry, that it's not their fault. That is daddy's doing is like a razor through the mouth. It's like a razor with lemon juice on it. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm not making that up. I'm not just saying that. And my other kids know. And my son, I love my son very much. He's my flesh and blood. I want so much for my children. I want them to be so much better than me. And that pain and that letdown I see in his eyes when I see him, it just breaks my heart in two all over again. Sounds of silence. So upon not be negative, here we are on this April 5th. My birthday's coming up in a month. Freaking month. I'll be 49. Yeah. April the 4. Today's April 4. So we're going to wrap this up. It's been too long and too many back alleys and pasts that I've just tackled all in 11 minutes, for God's sakes. To my daughters, to all my daughters, I love you very much. I know I haven't said it enough and I haven't been there. And the roads that you take and the decisions that you make won't be mine. And I'm just father, just by name. No, I'm not. I was there at your births. My 2 daughters in care, I was there. I cut your umbilical cords. The reason you love music, the reason you love classical music, the reason you can play is because of me. Not because of your mom. Your mom carried you for 9 months. And for 9 months, I had a radio on your mom's tummy. CBC radio every afternoon. From 1 until 3, they played classical music, Bach, Beethoven, Tchaikovsky, Chopin, all on your mom's tummy while you're inside your mom. That's what I put on. That was my idea. And that idea was passed down to me by my uncle. Put the classical radio on, classical music, and put them on your mom's tummy. And that's what I did. For an hour and 45 minutes. Every day, you were inside your mommy. Michele and Savannah, that's why you like music. That's why you're so clever. That's why you're so bright. And that's why you're so brilliant. I did that because I wanted you to have a better life. I wanted you to be better for who you were. Better than me. And because I love you. I love both of you very much. My name is Philip Holmes. I am from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And you're not.